Hey guys, it's Kirsten. I just realized I have to leave for my day job in 6 minutes and I'm still in my pajamas. But I thought I would make this really super quick. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do, let's try the object selection tool, and we're just going to select, let's just select here. So we want to select the woman, at least her left side. Oh, that's a hot mess. Okay, so maybe let's go to the quick select, and we want to select, oh geez, we don't want to select that dude. It doesn't matter over here. It doesn't matter her hand. Let's hold down the Alt key to get the minus sign. Let's see if we can subtract this dude over here. We don't want the dude at all anywhere. Just like real life. All right, that might be good enough. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is select and mask. Okay, so with the second tool down, we're going to make the brush about this big. You don't want it too big. And we don't care about anything with the dog because that's fine. This is all fine, 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 fine. We really only care about her hair. So we're going to go around her hair like this and just barely, you can see I'm just barely kissing the outside. And this is to get like it, so she doesn't look like she's wearing a helmet. You know what I mean? I can see a little bit of him on her arm, so let's get rid of that. And then her dress is probably fine. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, these settings on the right are all default settings. I have it on onion skin up here, 000. And then for exporting or outputting, you want it on a new layer. And then go ahead and hit OK. Okay, now this is just the quick down and dirty. You can more fine tune this at some point. Okay, so with her on the other layer, on the top layer, let's go ahead and do Control J off the background and make a background layer. In case we screw something up, we can, just delete it or whatnot. So I'm going to try, I hate cloning to be honest with you, but I'm going to go ahead and try just cloning a little bit. So I'm going to grab, this brush might be a little too big. Use the bracket keys to make it a little smaller. Let's go ahead and sample this and then line it up over here. Now, I can see I missed a spot above her head, no problem. Click on her again and add a layer mask, which is the rectangle with a polka dot. We get a white layer mask, white reveals, black conceals. So we're going to get a black brush, make it small, and we're just going to get rid of the boo-boo up here. That looked kind of funny. Okay, there we go. So now go back to the background copy. Okay, so clone. Okay, so I might try, I'm not really sure. Let's try going here and just cloning away. Now again, it's not interfering with her because she's on another layer, right? So let's try sampling again. I don't want to get this tree in the background because that'll look obvious that we cloned, but maybe there is probably good. Ah, that was too high. Let's try that again. That dress is fine. Okay, if you zoom up, we can see a little bit of caca like right here. So instead of refining again, I'm just going to go click on the white layer mask, get a black brush, and I'm just going to kind of go in like this. Get rid of that. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, back to the drawing board, back to the background layer. Okay, so one thing, actually, let's do, so we need a bottom of the fence over here. So let's take the bottom, whoops, I'm on the wrong brush. We want the clone stamp. Okay, so let's clone the bottom of this and make it the bottom of this. We can probably just clone anywhere over here and just bring it like that. So now we have, actually, you know what? We can probably just click on that again. That might be good enough. I might have to go in and erase some of her again. Well, let's just do that real quick. All right, I guess that's fine. Okay, so now the next thing, what I was thinking of doing, but I'm not 100% sure because I'm not really, wasn't really sure. So I found, I think I looked up green nature small bokeh or something like that. Bokeh. So what I'm gonna do, I only need a little smidgy, and to make it match, like, I don't know, let's just go like that. Hit the move tool, and we're gonna drag it here, plop it down. We want it under the her layer. We want the little bokeh balls to match the bokeh balls up here. So I'm gonna hold the, well, let's make it go under the fence like this. And I'm gonna hold the shift key and, well, actually don't, let's Control Z backspace. Let's not hold the shift key because that makes them bokeh ovals, not bokeh balls. Okay, so we want it to go down like that. And then, well, click the check mark. And then we are going to put a layer mask on that because we're going to make sure none got on the fence, which I know none did, but we're going to just do it anyway. Okay, so again, white layer mask, black brush. Remind me to go into her armpit. There's some green on it and on her shoe. So we're just going to do like 2 little clicks right here. Actually, that was too many. Hang on a second. We're going to click back on the grass layer. I am going to bring it up to the fence because you can see the guy's shirt a little bit. Click the check mark, go back to the layer mask. Now we're going to do a black brush. So now we can just do click, click, click to make it a little bit blurry. Okay, so now we're going to go back up to her layer mask. Whoops. We want a white brush, and we're going to bring back in, let's see. There we go. So you want to make sure, you want to figure out what is where. There we go. Okay, maybe that's a tattoo. So I don't know what this little white piece, oh, you know what? It's probably the blanket. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about it. If you were going to worry about it, let's see where it is. It's on her layer. So click on the white, get a black brush, make it little itty bitty. And let's just go like that. Okay, so if this green here looks a little bit more yellow, maybe, than the rest. So what you can do is highlight, let's just call this bokeh balls, so we know which one, and then this one we'll just put woman, just so you can follow along. So we're going to click on the layer of the bokeh balls, go to adjustments, let's do maybe color balance. You're going to hit this square right here so it only affects the bokeh balls and nothing else. Let's try to add a little bit of blue. That's probably fine. Let's look at it from afar. The bokeh balls are a little bit big. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. So let's highlight the bokeh ball layer. Let's get the clone stamp again. Get it really tiny. Let's sample a couple of these yellow bokeh balls. Oh, is that even working? Don't even know if I can do that. No. I wonder if I would have to click on the background layer. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, scratch that. Okay, so one thing maybe we could do, go back to the bokeh ball layer. Let's go filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And we're just going to blur it a tiny, tiny bit so it kind of matches the above. Okay, so so already that looks like super awesome, right? So I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm totally committed to this, love it, right? And just because I'm having a total brain fart and I have to go to work, I'm gonna go ahead and hit flatten. Then I'm gonna go in and click on those bokeh balls. You know what? It might not even be worth it, to be honest with you. Um, I actually have, so if you click on the brush, actually I'm going to do Control J to make a duplicate layer. I am going to right click, and I actually have bokeh balls. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can find them real quick. Dude, I have a bokeh ball. Here they are. Okay, so I could do, let's find a little cluster of bokeh balls, but we don't want too many. Maybe we can just do that. Let's make them itty bitty. So actually what we can do, I'm going to delete that layer. I'm just going to add a layer, not a duplicate layer, but just a layer, which is the square with a plus sign in it. And then I'm going to hold the Alt key down, and I'm going to sample this little yellow bokeh ball here. Let's just see what happens if I go like that. Lower the opacity even like to 60. I'm going to just go Control Z to get rid of that, because I feel like they have to be a little bit bigger to match the other bokeh balls. Let's just do a couple like right here. Lower the opacity down to 50 or 60, just to add a little pop of color. Honestly, if you gave this to the client, they would literally probably never even know. They'd literally never know. I would probably leave it like this. You can also search around for green tree bokeh whatever and make this a little bit smaller so it's a little less obvious. The other thing we can do is get the clone, make it smaller, and if you wanted to, get rid of the white balls. Whoops, or tone down the white balls, because there's no white balls. Click on the background layer. Something like that. I don't know. Let me know what you think.